Hi. Oh, wow. So I've been into the world of making money recently. And I want to speak about the goods and the bads. Because the one thing that I do hold very dear to me is my spiritual progress. Never in my life have I dove into making money, learning about money, hearing people who have lots of money, working with people who have money, allowing myself to think in ways that could make me money. Because I always labeled those things as dangerous, as things that breed greed, as things that breed desire, as things that breed restlessness. No money is ever enough. That's why billionaires are billionaires. That's why millionaires are striving for more. That's why business owners always want more. That's why everyone always wants more. There's no set amount of money. You'll always find a need for it. It's crazy. But deep down, I always did want to dive into that world. I was always really hard on myself for ever thinking in those ways. Because I was like, JC, you know better. You've studied the yogis, the states, heed the warnings, read the signs. But I want to experience that insane cash flow, that moment of having so much money that I know that I don't have to worry. That I could just boop. If I want it, I can just have it. To where I just view money as fun coupons. I don't want to feel that stress. And then I hear the stories of, we'll say, we gotta talk about the good first. So, what has the good, given me? Well, it's taught me that I need to learn skills. If I want to not be in the cycle that I'm in, which is customer service in the food industry, restaurants, I need to learn to do something else. Because people skills can only go so far. Because everyone has people skills, good or bad. But people who have bad people skills usually have an incredible skill that can make them money. I used to work in music stores, right? And so if you had people skills in the music industry, you were a salesman or saleswoman. And if you had bad people skills, you worked in the repair shop, right? Those people were awkward, they were mean, they were stubborn, set in their ways. You do not put those people, those repairmen, around anyone, right? But they could fix your guitar, they can make your saxophone sound perfect, they could, look at your trombone, take a little hammer, bing, 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 boom, 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 things looking brand new. They could not talk to people though. And so when you understand where you're strong and where you're weak, all you have to do is just work at where you're weak and your whole life changes, because now you have a new set of skills, which means you have more ability, and more ability allows you to do more things, which more things change your environment. And so I understand that I'm pretty funny, I'm pretty creative, I'm light, and I'm obsessive. And so I wanted to engage in social media marketing because I got my stuff stolen a while ago, and I got a new phone, shout out mama, and I laid down after finally, for the first time, I laid down in my room, no obligations, and I pulled out my phone, went up to Instagram, and in my head, I was like, same stuff, different screen, like, come on, dude, like, really? really now. And I was just annoyed. It was like, I have this new device. I need to learn how to do something with it. Let's make some money with it. And again, I'll get to the bad. I wanted to touch on that. I'll get to the bad later, soon. I promise. And I started to come across people who had money and that were willing to talk about what they did. And one of these people owned a social media marketing agency. And I saw how I already had the equipment that he used to start his stuff. What I didn't have was the skill. So I started to pay attention. A lot more to people who were successful when they were marketing themselves and what people who weren't successful did. And long story short, I am now in charge, along with my partner, of one of my job's social medias. And it's been fun. It's been really cool. I'm learning skills that translate everywhere. I'm learning how hard I can actually work. I'm learning balance mentally, because you can burn out. You can overdo it. It's like running a marathon, honestly. If you sprint the whole thing, you'll probably be gassed by mile 1 if you even make it there. And I'm learning the importance of community. I'm learning the importance of being able to make decisions. I'm learning the importance of speed. I'm learning the importance of, being aware. I'm learning the importance of being critical and honest with myself. I'm learning the importance of emotional stability. I'm learning a lot from it, right? But what's the ultimate goal of this? To use this as a practice period to learn what I'm going to need to do if I want to make money in this field, right? Because there's no risk at all. This isn't my social media. I don't have to feel like I'm using my face, my reputation to spread myself out. I can get experimental with ideas. I can get experimental with projecting a certain side of myself and seeing how the public reacts to it. Now I can get experimental with failing and seeing if this is something that I want to continue, because if my motivation goes away, do I still have the discipline to keep moving forward, right? And then I need to ask myself, is that discipline only there because this is someone else's thing and I have a fear of being kicked off, fired, if you will, from the position? Or am I doing this for myself? Am I doing this out of an act of discipline to make sure that when the opportunity comes, I am already the person that can seize the opportunity and then make money from it? Right? So it's been really cool. It's been really cool being able to work with my coworkers, create skits, scour through Instagram, see an idea in my head and have it come out. It's fun. It's fun. I'm learning that I truly am a creative. And if I can capitalize on that and learn how to capitalize on that, I can truly live a life full of colorful creativity and happiness and joy and community, and make money to live, and make money and travel, and make money to rest, and make money to expand myself. But the negatives are that it's the making the money. I'm so focused on that. It's annoying. My mind is always going. Today was my first rest day. Today was my first true rest day. I loaded up on content so I didn't have to think about it for a little bit. Just a little bit. And I just got off of my phone from listening to a multimillionaire explain his upcoming into his position, and the principles. It's all about principles. Business, as much as it is, an act of making money, it's an art form. Just like painting is an art form, just like eating is an art form. When you understand any action, it's an art form. Speaking is an art form. Videography, photography. Art is more than just, art is expression, if you will. Business is an expression of greed, but the top dogs are the top dogs for a reason. There's certain principles which they understand when it comes to making money. And so I'm like I said, I'm obsessive. I'm extremely obsessive. You can see periods of my time where I'm extremely obsessive in my YouTube channel, and I'm posting 2 videos a day. And right now I'm fighting a lot of inner resistance with allowing an obsession over learning the principles of money and all of that, because I've astral projected before. There's an experience that I've only shared with a few people, but I've met Jesus Christ before. I've met the yogis before. I've left my body. I've understand the art of leaving my body. I understand that is a huge thing with the spiritual journey. And yet I want to go make money. I want to go make paper, but I want a house. I want space. I want to not care about anything relating to the world. And I don't want to just not care because I don't feel like I can do anything about it. So why would I stress about it? No, I want to not care about it because I can go travel across the world. If I need to go to, Cape Town, South Africa, and just hang out by the coast. I want to go to Spain today. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to feel trapped. If I want to go to my house in the mountains of Montana and then go to the beach in Orlando, I don't want to think twice. I want that type of financial freedom. I'm already working towards physiological freedom of addiction of certain foods through the mucusless diet healing system. And the only reason I don't obsess over that now is because I've already learned the principles. I don't need to read the manual anymore. I understand the manual. I could teach it to just about anyone if they give me the attention span, which, gosh, I'm not even getting into that. I'm not going to get into that. And so the bad of where I'm at right now is this extremely apparent contrast within myself that I fight every single day. Because part of me is okay, I really should just take a moment and let go of this. Let go of this. Just let it go. And just come to yourself. And really weigh out the importance. JC, is your spiritual goal. You've set out for this. You understand that there is no fame, there's no fortune, there's no big houses. You understand that the material wealth is not promised, not guaranteed, and you're pretty much forfeiting it when you choose to obsess over your spirituality. You have to understand that if you do that, your insecurities are going to come to the surface. Your insecurities about status. Your insecurities about your age versus the financial and career accomplishments. Your insecurities about what others are going to think of you relative to your accomplishments. Your insecurities of your skill sets. These certain things. And I mean, right now, as I'm saying these out loud, I'm already counter-arguing them within me. And there's gonna be suffering if you do that, if you commit to spirituality. Because, like you said, you want money. You want money, but spirituality is not about the chase of money. And so right now, I feel like I'm going through this phase where I really am just allowing myself to really bask in this world of wanting money, surrounding myself with people who want to make money, whether it's just the internet and that's who I'm watching, really seeing the mindset of these people, engaging in the communities, seeing the culture. I'm immersing myself in the same way as I have with every obsession, with certain music scenes, with certain art scenes, with certain areas of YouTube, with certain health communities. And based on the change of character, the influence it has over my mind, my emotions, tends to determine not only how long I stay obsessed, but also determines if I stay at all. I can truly leave those scenes with a genuine understanding of this is what it's like to want to make a lot of money. It's obsessive. You think about it all the time. You have to think tactically. You become very materialistic. There isn't much time to sit and think about the higher spiritual concepts because your mind is dominated by figuring out how to grasp and manifest money. How can you make it come to you? And yet I sit in meditation and I let go. I listen to the words of my guru. And I don't want the things to come back. And I understand if I allow myself to really let the knowledge have an effect on me, what it starts turning me into is not in any way, shape, or form going to be someone who can create a lot of money. And I don't want this body-mind to pass without having that realization, that liberation, which all of the enlightened yogis, all the enlightened saints have spoken about. I've read too much, I've experienced too much to act ignorant. I know that there's something more. just as much as I know that I want to make money. And so I'm at this crossroads. Since I was young, I've always wanted my own business. I've always wanted to attain this goal. So I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up this money thing. And my mind says I'm not giving it up yet. But I know that over time, as I immerse myself in it, when I do step away, I know that it will come from a place of, no, like, I'm done. I've seen everything that I've needed to see, experience everything I needed to experience. I can fully, wholeheartedly step away from this and engage in my spirituality without a worry of wondering of what if, what if I applied myself more? What if I just, no. I will step away knowing that the obsessive thinking, the stressing, the focus on the material, the attachment, the tiptoeing on the line of just greed, being run by pure greed, the stress of the world. Oh God, barf, 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 barf. At the same time, right now, I just want to get to the point where I'm not scared, where I can try and endeavor and just actually show myself that I can make money without having to work for someone, and just see where that can go. Okay. My name's JC. I love you so much.